Yorona and welcome. Welcome to a celebration of our people of Polynesia. Looking back on days of old, our Polynesian ancestors, in preparation for traveling far distances, stored with them only the necessities that were needed for survival. In the rope and hull canoes, these Polynesians migrated from distances as far as the Marquesas and central islands of Polynesia. They came in search of new land, bringing with them the coconut, taro, sweet potato, and the breadfruit, all of which are still staple foods for our island people. Also the dried meats that were simply wrapped and stored in the tea leaf, a plant which served many purposes in days gone by. When dried and woven together, these leaves often served as protection against heavy rains and treacherous seas along their travel. By using the stars at night, the sun's position, and by watching the birds' flight patterns, they voyaged thousands of miles through their uncharted destinations, only to fall upon on one of the loveliest fleet of islands in the Pacific, island soon to be called Hawaii, this land of aloha. Kalau lemau kau kapal mai pai kaleu he ole ka he mai In the Hawaiian tradition, the pahu drum was brought by the Amai Kahiki, a chief from Tahiti. The drum was placed in a heiau, a place of worship, and it was used only for religious ceremonies. The drum was later brought out of the heiau and used to accompany the hula. The hula pahu has become to be known as one of the most distinctive of all hula styles.
Keleng mai lao kau lai ke kai malam halam mau ni wa mali
Laka, the goddess of hula, is often represented with the lush forest greens such as the Luau, palapalay, and the fragrant leaves of the vine we call maile. When woven together and used for hula, it is known that the dancer and laka will become one. Kaya la opeli heavy ke amila imau kele hai Kaya la opeli heavy ke amila imau kele hai Uhiwa mayana ke no me elahia puna hai Uhiwa mayana ke no me elahia puna hai O kameana ni kai pali uli udalo elai na pali hai O kameana ni kai pali uli udalo elai na pali hai Haina ia mai kuana no ia kano hino hai Haina ia mai kuana no ia kano hino hai Playing a significant role in our island's history is the fire goddess Pele. Who in a search for a home, she would travel the islands. And ending her quest, she chooses the fiery pit at Halema'uma'u at Kilauea on the big island of Hawaii. Throughout her journey, she leaves us a legacy of chants and stories.
Akaluna o puonioni ke anai na kawahine.
Kiipa. One day as Pele sleeps, she dreams. And in this dream, she is lured by the sound of the bubble drum and Ka-eke-eke playing in the distance. As she follows the sound, she finds herself in Ha'ena, on the island of Kauai, at a sacred halau used for the teaching of hula. Now as she enters the halau, she is met by Lohiel, chief of that island, and he is taken by her beauty. They stay together for a number of days and fall in love. But when Pele must leave and return for her home on the island of Hawaii, Lohiel, sad and in grief over her departure, takes his own life. Hi'iyaka, the youngest sister of Pele, is chosen to return to Kauai and bring Lohiel back to Pele at Kilauea. Promising not to show favor to the man no matter the circumstance, she would leave in her sister's care her sacred lands and her dear friend Ho'opoe. Off goes the young goddess. An arduous journey at best, and Ako o Luau Ike Kaua is a chant that speaks of the many natural obstacles that Hi'iyaka came across in her search for Lohiel. Ako o Luau Ike Kaua kokoro ala pamaine kau. Ako o Luau Ike Kaua kokoro ala pamaine kau. Ika ikua ua maine kau enu maine ko ki kwahi. Ika ikua ua maine kau enu maine ko ki kwahi. E kau mehena lua le puke e puka mene kau. E puiene kau mehena lua le puke e puka mene kau. Mako kau, oi! Ai e komo malo ko wa ohale mau mau. E komo malo ko wa ohale mau mau e mau na pu e hu la nei. E kuni pe enu e ya wa. E pele 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 huaina huaina. E komo malo ko wa ohale mau mau e mau na pu e hu la nei. E kuni pe enu e ya wa. E pele 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 huaina huaina. Ho ho ame yo kala. Arriving on Kauai, Hi'iyaka finds Lohiel dead, and as ordered, she brings him back to life. However, the obstacles that she came across along her travel made her task too long to complete. And although nothing transpired between the two, Pele would think the worst, covering her sister's land in molten rock, and in the process, killing her friend Ho'opoe. So when the two arrived back to Hawaii, The devastation is in front of Hi'iaka, and in anger she would embrace Lohiau, in full view of her sister Pele breaking her promise. And in return, Pele would set fire to the mortal man. In the end, the gods Kane and Lono would step in to spare the life of Lohiau, but more importantly, restore the relationship between these two sisters. And that for our kupuna, our ancestors, is the greatest lesson to be learned through the retelling of this story throughout the generations, and that lesson being the bond of family. Hi'inuan no Hi'iaka ikapolio Pele, in the name of Hi'iaka, raised in the bosom of Pele. Nai ka ale kai o kama ale banana kama kaya mo no ni kalua lai roho I ke kai e maliu e ipu e la kalua I lai la la ai la ai la e I lai la ho o poi kalua ki e luna lai e makapu kalua I ke kana kalai lilo I la lo e hele au e la ai la e Ila loho I Iri nehi ke kai laho Ono no I ke kai o punala O punai ka ulu halala ala ala He ko o punai Iri nehi ke kai laho Ono no I ke kai o punala O punai ka ulu halala ala He ko opuna Hai ko opuna
It was the same goddess Pele that the high chiefess Kapi'olani, a converted Christian, confronts by casting stones into the pit at Hale Ma'uma'u. By doing this, Kapi'olani declares a new religious order in these Hawaiian islands. It was also the Reverend Lorenzo Lyons, known as Layana to the Hawaiian people, who would write of this land and of its beauty, and that we, the children of God, should rejoice in our blessed paradise. It would come to pass that the missionaries' descendants would become the founders of Hawaii's agricultural businesses, thus beginning the sugar plantation era that would reign throughout the kingdom of Hawaii. The hula was banned from public display for many years in Hawaii's history, but because it played an integral part in our Hawaiian life, the hula continued to be practiced in private. It wasn't until 1883, at the coronation of King David Kalakaua, that our hula would be openly embraced and celebrated by the public once again. King David Kalakaua was the first Hawaiian monarch to take a royal tour of the world, and in doing so, he was the first to bring Hawaii to the world. These next chants, He Aloha no Na Pua and Kalakaua, are performed in honor of our King, David La'amea Kalakaua.
Makoko? He alhano na pua, na pua lo hello, o hello e kamanu, kale hua ulo kau kai hie. He alhano na pua, na pua lo hello, o hello e kamanu, kale hua ulo kau kai hie. Nani bale hoki ka ikena, ika ohito atri mai ke aloha la uali ke beka wai puna e hia no he alu ha kamia I kapina o korua e luo make havali o kokito kane o komaka haina mai ka puandala Kalani kauli lua Kawali o kokito Kane o koleo Haina mai kapuandala No kalani kauli lua Makoto Kala kawahi
after the death of King David Kalakaua, his sister Liliuokalani became the queen of the Kingdom of Hawaii. In 1893, the kingdom was overthrown